If you have an idea for a game jam topic, I would love to hear it, and I will honor that topic. Well, I might change it a little bit, but generally, I'll honor it. Honor. That's not a bad topic. Honor. Honor. The honor of topics. Honoring our topics and our family. Sudden dev. That's kind of what we call it, but really it's just the Hyper Game Jam. Let's keep it real. What shall we do? I'm thinking something to do with our honor. Honor your impulse. Impulse control. I don't know, that's kind of hard. Control, honor. Okay, I have it. Impulse control. I think that will be the one. I think that's the one. Impulse control. I don't really know how that's gonna be a good topic, but it's all about inspiring ourselves. So impulse control is the topic. Wish me luck. I'm gonna do my best. I really am. We'll see what happens. I don't know, man. I don't know how this is gonna go because I don't like this topic very much. I don't love this topic a whole lot. But you know what? I've definitely seen worse topics. Ooh, impulse control. Okay, so I'm gonna think mechanic because that is something that I have been failing to do for the last several game jams, is not planning on my mechanic first. And then I get halfway through and I'm like, okay, time to build a mechanic, and it's not good. So impulse control. So if you have impulse control, what happens if you don't have impulse control? I mean, I just think about like being quick, right? Like being very like rapid and not being slow or missing things. So like maybe there's like aiming. Oh man, I've done a lot of shooting things lately. I don't really want to keep on that trend. So if I was going to go outside of that trend, what would I do? Maybe like a game where you can, it could be like timing impulse. So if you don't have an impulse, maybe like a quick time event, sort of like that Kirby Superstar mini game, right? Where like you would like, I know it has like a more official, it has like a more real name. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. What I want to look it up, I want to know what it is. We got Frank Frauds in the house. Welcome. How you doing, Frank? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for stopping in. Let me see here. I'm gonna say Kirby Superstar mini game. I don't remember what it was. I don't even remember what it was called. Not that one. That one's good too, but not that one. You know which one I'm talking about. What is it called? This one right here. What is that called? Megaton? No, it's not Megaton Punch. You know that's not Megaton Punch. Okay. All right. Samurai Kirby. Okay. But it has like a name, right? Samurai Kirby game. It has like a genre, right? It's not just like samurai game. It's based on something, right? Something. Well, anyway, that's the kind of game that I'm thinking. Someone's gonna know. Someone out there is gonna know, and you're gonna help me. But for now, that's just the kind of thing we're gonna make. It's like you've got like, you're like waiting, and then there's like this moment where pow, and now you got to attack like right then and there. I think that's the kind of game I want to make. I do. You got to spend time thinking about the game that you want to make. What kind of game is this? What kind of genre game is Samurai Kirby? Like, help me out. Help me out, internet. I know you can do this for me. A timing game. Okay. A timing game. We can do better than that. Right? I guess that's that. I guess that's it. Just a timing game. All right, fine. We're going to make a timing game. I think that's I think it's a little boring, but whatever. A timing game it is. Oh, okay, get this out of here. Get out of here. Get all this mess out of here. A timing game. All right, so we're going to need a time. We're going to need some purpose. Why are we doing this? Why not just not do this? What's happening that makes you want to do this? Maybe there's like a, it's like, maybe instead of like samurai swords, it's like building, it's walking, it's getting in a subway door. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be making into the subway before the door closes. I'm sorry to my future self, who is going to be very unsure how exactly to make this work. But here we go. I mean, we can make it work, but the concept is lofty. Okay, here we are. This is it. I mean, look, you got a train car right here. So there's no going back on this. So it's going to be a subway train car. And let's get a few of these. I guess I should like design it more. Let's give it a doorway. So I'm gonna get this. Now, we do have the mechanic figured out. We don't know how we're gonna make the mechanic work, so I do need to get that figured out. We're still in the first 5 minutes, which is great. That's a great time to be starting it and figuring that out. I'm happy with that. Now I just have to figure out, oh, okay, here we go. Whoop, okay, here we go. And that's a door. That's a door. I feel like it should go all the way through, right? And then we can like make it look like a door. Cool, great. Wow, I can't believe this is what we're doing. And no, I think I'm actually really proud of it. I'm actually really excited. Like, wow, good job, Lise. I'm glad because I have not been prioritizing this when I design these. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it works out really well, but it doesn't always. So this is going to be a window as they have. That's not what windows tend to look like, but yeah, no, that's just not a window. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? Fine. There we go. Oh, that's not where we go. Okay. All right. You know what? We'll just we'll just undo. Oh, we can undo. I forgot we're not in the shape editor when undoing is not so easy. Okay. Why can't I see anything? If I do this, will it help me? Well, it's not available. I just want to stretch that all the way through. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stretch this like this. Oh, because we're not in the shape editor. That's why. And then we need to get to stretching. I don't know if I forgot how the tools work. What's up, yeah, Brown? How you doing? Welcome on in. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing all right as well. The topic is impulse control, and I decided I'm going to do this timing game. Unfortunately, I don't remember exact. This is not going well for me. I don't really remember exactly the genre of game that it's technically called, but you know that like Kirby? Yeah. I don't know what it's about. It's just what came to me. It's what came to me. But what the way I'm interpreting it is, you know that game, that Kirby Superstar mini game with the samurai swords? Here, I got it up here. Not that. Although that does have swords. This one, you know, it's like this samurai game, and you like have a you're with your opponent, and then like you wait, and then it's like bow, and you gotta hit the button really fast, and then you attack your opponent. That's the game I'm thinking. So it's like the impulse control. It's kind of the opposite of impulse control. I mean, is it? I don't know. It's the best I could do being inspired by the topic, but that's the game I'm going for. Do you know what kind of game I'm talking about? I don't know. I know it has like a name, but you've seen it. Well, at least you've seen it. At least I'm not alone in understanding that it is a game. So that's good. That's good. I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. All right. So that's a window. And so my idea is going to be getting into a subway car before the door closes. I don't know. That's what I got. It's a game jam, so I gotta just go with it and not ask myself too many more questions. Okay, so that's gonna be a window. Let me get another window. Because last jam, I really wasn't too happy with how I, worked on the design and the appearance, and I didn't really get to the good core of what the gameplay would be. I was just like, oh, it's gonna be like this, and this is what it'll look like, and that wasn't helpful. So this time, I'm trying to be helpful to myself and actually plan the mechanic ahead of time. Although I am still working on visual stuff, at least I know what the game is gonna be, which is important. Okay, so those are subway car windows. Perfect. Looks excellent. Super great. Gotta love it. It does kind of fit, right? Okay, I appreciate the affirmation. You have to control your impulse of pressing a button before... Yes, right, because you could press it too soon. Exactly. Yes! Thank you for helping me explain it. Wonderful. Exactly. I feel like there should be a floor. It's just like... I mean, it's arguably an opinion that the subway should have a floor, but... yeah, I'm gonna say it should have a floor. So I'm gonna give it a floor, but I feel like that's gonna be easier said than done. I think we should redo the door. I feel like you need to do that. We're in the first 10 minutes still, but that's, those don't last much longer as far as time goes. Time goes. Time do be going. There is a link in the chat. Just want to remind you all for the itch.io page, which means if you want to join this jam outside of Dreams, you can. And that's where you would go and submit it. An underground metro station. Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Because I didn't even really think about contextualizing it. Maybe we'll just make it like dark. It'll just be darkness everywhere. That's how you know you're in a metro station. Oh, wow. Yeah, right. It has to like be explained more. Yeah, good call, Frank. Frank! Oh, thank you, Frank! Oh, I appreciate you. Okay, let's bring this down. That looks okay. Maybe a little wider. Not too much wider. Okay, we really don't want to be doing this beyond the first 10 minutes, or I don't. Well, I do, but I do, but I'm gonna try to avoid it. Okay, that's better. That's better. I guess we should also put an interior. Whoa, wow, this is really turning out to be a Subway quick. Wow, I didn't know it was so easy to just make things. This is something I consistently find doing this game jam, that I am like, that like art is not as hard as I imagine it is. It's not as hard as I think. I'm going to make a fresh block, though, because I want it to be longer. And it's just easier to make it longer if I make a fresh one. So we're going to do it like there, right? And then I'm going to stretch this out. Frank says, I have played Cities Skylines. You would know you would know a little bit about transportation. Well, thank goodness, because now I know to make sure we make it feel like a subway train outside of just the train itself. So thank you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. It helps. It does. Okay. Great. Nice. Sweet. Wow. I just want to like admire for a few seconds that this is relatively not bad. Okay. Yeah, we should make it a little bigger inside. All right. This is good. This is good. Don't think too hard about it. Oh, we forgot to stamp the inside. That's okay. We'll just do it right there. Easy peasy. Okay. Is that the right place? Thank goodness it remembered my shape. If you don't know dreams, you don't even understand my stress. And you know what? Good. You don't deserve that. Okay, cool, great. Subway car, yes! All right, now I'm going to, I guess I'll make more cars. Let's do the outside. I think we should take Frank's inspiration to make it look, you know, like it's what it is. So I'm just gonna make it look really dark and see if I feel like that's enough, right? Okay, it's something. I don't know if enough is the word. Oh, it's really dark. I can't see anything. I can't see a thing. It's so dark. Maybe if we move the sun around, as one does. You know, just move the sun. It's no big deal. It is. I lived in New York City for 15 years, so yeah, it's gonna be my inspiration. Pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, okay, just a little lighting change, brings it all together, makes it look right. Not bad. Not too bad. All right. I guess that's correct. All right. The ground, I want the ground to be different. What is the ground? I mean, well, the subways have like a little like a platform, and then it's like a void of train trackery that you don't want to fall into, or, you know, people get really upset, including yourself. Okay. But we don't want to get too serious about it. Just a little bit. Just serious enough. Because you're probably not going to see all this, right? We're just going to have just the camera in front of the car. It's not like it's going to move. But it probably would be awesome if the train like went away. That would probably be nice. Okay, so let's make this like a bit of a darker color. Platform color, it's darker as well. And then maybe I'll get like a stripe. Ooh, we already got this nice long like cube thing. This is perfect. So I'm gonna make this yellow, and it's gonna be like, don't go this far or you'll be in danger kind of situation. Oh, right. So that's not gonna work because we can't color it that way and then have that. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'm fine with this. I have no problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a darker color here. Let's grab this color, and then We'll stretch this out for the platform, give it some stretches in all directions, and put it down here, and then we'll be able to paint it, and you're just gonna have to trust me that that's true. Okay, 46 minutes left. Okay, all right, we're creating a good vibe. I gotta start thinking about how this mechanic is gonna work. I mean, it's not gonna be that hard, really. I feel like the most work is just gonna be like setting it all up. I really don't think this is gonna be that complicated, which is a relief. So I'm excited about that. Is it the 4 train? Is it the 6 train? I was thinking more of the red line myself, but not for much particular reason. Just those are the trains I tended to take the most. So, yeah, that's a good question. You're really, Frank, you're making me put good. Now you're just giving me more work to do. But I still appreciate it. Yeah, we can put like a number on there. Let's put a number on there. What do you want to do? The 6 train? 6 train's pretty famous. But I kind of want to give some love to my peoples in Brooklyn, you know? Not that the 6 train doesn't help my peoples in Brooklyn, but, you know, we could go a little outside of the popular ones. Okay, so let's make this not so blurry, if it doesn't mind. It's like, no, I'm blurry. That's what I am. And I just said, fine. Let's make this a lot longer, so that way it can go across our platform here. There we go. So there we go. Look at that. Oh man, it's so convincing. It's so convincing. I mean, art is just so much easier than I thought it was. I know I keep saying that, but like, I mean it. I really just thought that making art was the hardest thing ever, and I just was never going to be great at it. But, oh, right, this is a different platform. So we'll just flip it like that. But it's really just a matter of trying. Just trying. And it's the same with making games. Sometimes you just gotta try. Okay, so there's the platform on either side. You know, I think this is plenty enough. Let's make this look... Oh, right, so if we're gonna want to put like a number on here... It's exciting! It's exciting! Let's put a number on here. I'm gonna say it's the 3 train. It's an express train, right? Or was the 2 the express? Wow, how quickly we forget. I guess you don't really need to remember if you don't need to remember. Let's give it a circle. I'm gonna make it look a little more like a circle. That's not a circle in any way, form, or shape. So we need to deal with that. Why is it so... Why is it... There it is. I was like, where are the up and down adjustments? Yeah, man, stickers, man, they really do make a lot easier. Like, a part of me wanted to think that maybe they're no, they're not overrated. They're freaking amazing. Yeah, so stickers is something that's been recently added to the Dreams repertoire, and it just makes it a lot easier to project images onto objects, whatever it is that you've got in your scene. I don't think it needs to be like totally true to life in its font. We gotta hurry up. We do. Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. That actually looks pretty good. We're still in the first 20. I think we're okay. I think we're in okay shape. Doesn't mean hurrying up isn't still a good idea. Okay. I want that to look gooder. I don't want it to be so bright, so I'm gonna, in addition to our little sun and sky situation, which just made it look black in the background and everything like that, I'm also going to lower some of the brightness because it bothers me. Okay, because it just, like, the numbers should not be that shiny. It just shouldn't be. It's incorrect. Oh, that's better. That's what I'm talking about. This is good enough, I think. Maybe a little bigger. Maybe we'll put another one on this side. I don't remember exactly what it should look like, but it's probably good enough. It's probably good enough. Let's get it a little bit more in that corner. Yep. Okay. I don't love... You know what? I feel like it should be more down here. not up in the corner, right? Like down, like right here. You know, where there's actually space. I think that makes some sense. All right, and then we will cease, well, other than adding more train cars, we will cease to be designing things. Oh, I hate that. I don't like the way that looks. No, I feel like higher. This doesn't really make sense. You can't really see it if it's down at the bottom. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. I gotta say, the shadow is throwing me off. It is! I know, it's kind of like, who cares? It's a game jam, but, you know, I care. So let's make it not have a shadow. All right, great, good enough. That's our train car. There's definitely more that technically should be here, but we're gonna live with it. Okay, cool, great. I like it, I like it. Let's get a few more of these in here. Filled up. Exciting game jam. Yes, we do this every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. UTC. Every freaking week. Some of them, you know, and it's not about being great at it. Like I don't always make a game. And you might hear some of my negative self-talk if I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing a good job. But, you know, ultimately, I am doing a good job because it's all about trying and just doing your best. And so much can be learned from that. And I just have so much, I owe so much to these game jams. And I'm bringing it with me in other game development software. Having those skills is indispensable. All right, there's a train. Let's bring it all together in a little group. There we go. And now it's a train. You understand what I'm saying. You know, it's not about making a game. It's about trying to make the game. And there's so much to learn from that. I'm glad you feel me. Okay, so there's our train car. Okay, so now we need a camera. So that way, when we play the game, we are looking at something. And that is something that makes sense to me. So I'm gonna just play around a little bit with the camera angle. Not too much though, just a little bit. We really wanna focus in on that door though. So I wouldn't recommend having too wide of a lens. So that way we can really feel like the door is everything. All right, not bad. This kind of works. I'm gonna just get it a little more aligned. Let's bring it down, scooch it over. Okay, I think this is workable. We need doors. If there's no doors, then the game doesn't make sense. So I'll make a door. So let's get this a little taller. Ooh, I see a 38. We're in the 30s now, folks. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Okay. So that's a door. Let's make sure it's a little more exactly, Frank, with the emojis that always capture the moment perfectly. Thank you. Wouldn't it be funny if it was that kind of a door though? Just like with a hand, like a normal door. That would be pretty silly. Okay, so we need it to be able to open and close. So that's not bad. That's open-ish. I don't really want it to be going through the window. We didn't make them the same distance from the door. Okay, nice. And then will these close together? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, cool, great. So there's the doors. They usually do have windows in them, unfortunately, for my time constraint, but yeah, let's give the doors some windows. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna create the vibe. Nothing wrong with some vibes. Okay, there we go. And then the color of the doors should probably be somewhat similar to the color of the train. Maybe a little different so they stand out or something. Okay, there's our doors. And then let's make a mechanic for them to just open and close, and then we can just wire into it the opening and closing situation. So I'm gonna put this here. As far as the doorway goes, I'll just do this air blowing, like that's the door. That's how we know it's a doorway, because the air blows. I don't know. And then I'm gonna have, we could do movers. We're not gonna do movers, girl. We gonna do a keyframe. You know you gonna do a keyframe. So that'll just be an oh, it's one sculpt. Whoops. Okay, so we need to clone this sculpt. I'm gonna make a big grid size so I can clone it right in place. Scope in, delete one side, scope into the other, delete the other side, and we have two doors. All right, And now I'm going to keyframe them coming together. Let's get a nice smooth move in there. Do the same with this one. That door is a little shorter. You know, they never really did close all the way, so I feel like this actually makes sense. This actually checks out. Okay, good, nice. Door shut. I love it. Okay, and then we probably need some sounds of like a door opening. That would probably help. Do I have capacity to do that? Probably not. Let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. It's so important for the vibe. Okay. What is a door like? Okay, that's the door opening. That's it closing. Bing bong. You know that sound. If you're from New York City, you know that sound by heart. All right. Let's do one more. Please stand clear of the closing doors. All right. There it is. So, we're going to want a signal, or I'm going to have a way that we can close those doors at will. So I'm going to put something here, and then that will go into this. And we want it to be a little gradual, so it kind of closes carefully. Right? Let's check it out, see what that looks like. Give it a little test preview. Oh my gosh, 34 minutes left. Okay. There it goes. It looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. Okay, hold on. We don't need all the sounds at once. Wait, which ones were which? I forgot. I forgot which ones are which. Bing bong. Okay, that's bing bong. That's beep. Beep. This is gonna be bep. Alright, that's all I got time to type. What is this? That's the door moving. What is this? That's the door closing. Okay. So door move, right? Door move, just MOV. That's all I got. It's a QuickTime file. That's the way it has to be. And then we're going to have this, which is door closing, door clause. It's just going to be clause. That's all we got. I know. I didn't think about that, but next time I'll try to remember that. It's like, go, 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 go. Don't think, just go. Well, maybe think a little. Door close, door move, and then this is a message. I'm just going to say message. All right. Cool, 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 cool. And so when this fires, I'm going to want this to play. Let's start it over here, so that way it actually plays at the right time. Let's see what this is like. We're going to want these to not be making noise. Oh, and then we do want it to shut. And this is going after it takes 1.1 seconds to close. All right, I guess that's actually fine. So let's do that. Let's get a timer that takes 1.1 second. We'll just do, yeah, we'll do 1 second. And when that's up after 1 second, so we'll hit the door, and then it's going to play the door close sound, which is somewhere here. All right, let's check it out. Okay, not great timing there. Let's try it again. Maybe just like a little sooner. And then honestly, we also want to think about when it closes, right? We want to think about when it closes, or when it opens, sorry, when it opens back up. We got to have a signal for when it opens as well. So I'm going to say that this is, oh, we're running out of time. We only got a half hour left. I don't love that. This is going to be C for close. And if we want to close the door, we're going to want to play that sound as well, the door move sound. I only want this to play once, so I'm going to hit it just real quick. Just make it go a little pulse, a little short play. So then we can ping it multiple times. Okay. That's other stuff. I guess you kind of want this to play before it starts closing, technically. It's tough. Okay, the beeping is not... Oh, that's... Wait, what is this? Oh, this is the move. Wait. It is? Oh, okay. Alright, I didn't mean to do that. The beeping is what I want. Let's start this out here. Put that in there. I mean, that should happen a little sooner. That would actually be great for the timing. So this is actually... We're getting into Mechanicville now, because you should have a warning before it closes. Then that'll help you prepare for your impulse. So that's actually legit. That's legit. So I'm gonna have this trigger the... Here's what I'm gonna do. I just wanna not have everything be too complicated. This is going to set off the timer. So the timer's gonna go off, right? That's good, but we want to wait until this timer is full before the other stuff happens. So it'll be like... Is that plugged into what I think it is? I don't think it is. We need the beep to be in here. Nice. Cool. Okay. We also need to be able to reset it all, which is pretty important. Wait, this is closed, not open. This should be the C for closing it. If we want to open it, I guess we want to undo all of that, technically. So let's make it... Okay, this is getting a little wacky. Let's just make it a little bit neater. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. Okay. Is that what neater is? I'm not sure. Okay, so this is for closing, and I'm going to have another little quick signal, a little pulse, that will reset this stuff, which shouldn't cause any issues, right? So let's try this. Sweet. Whoa. It's kind of weird. So why is that what's happening? Because, I see, because that's going into there. Well, let's do this. I'm gonna have that cancel out that door movement keyframe. Just cancel it out. Just kill it. Nice. We do want the sound to play, so let's do that. I think it still has, like... I think we still want the timing. I don't really care. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to have this play the sound, the moving sound, which is this one. All right. So this is going to close. And then it's going to open. Nice. Sweet. Wow, it still kind of works going that way. We don't really want it to do that. Oh, thanks, Frank. Oh, the encouragement. But I really got to think about this with the signals, because I don't want to have to think about it later. So this is going to open it, right? That says close, but this is actually open. I want to just trust that this works and not have to go fix things when I put this together. So that opens, and if I close this, everything's fine. And then if we hit this, then it closes. So we do kind of have to make sure this signal... Because I think if we have both of them on, it's going to be a problem, because then this is going to be turned off. Well, then just have this turn this back on. Simple pimple. All right? So let me see. So restart it. We're playing the scene. Door's closing. There it goes. And then we want to open the door. Whoa! Okay, yeah, so that doesn't work. Yeah, you do have to make sure that the that this one goes off. So that's just gonna be important. Oh God! What? It's still a little confusing. Closed door. Open door. Great. And now if we want to close it again, Not the best way to do that. It's tough. Yeah, exactly. It kind of did a little loop in there. It's a little tricky because it's doing too much. So I'm gonna say this. We just have to remember. So it's open. You close it. Open it back up. Oh, don't do that. Turn this off, then open it. That's it. That's what we have to do. We just have to make sure we turn the signal back off. That's it. And then we should be fine. All right? So that's that. That works. Now, we need more of the game stuff. So let's add in the game stuff. I'm going to save it because I love myself and I don't want it to disappear. So you never know. Things happen. This is Impulse. I don't know. I'm just going to say imp. I got time to type. We only got 25 minutes left. I only got 25 minutes left. I got time to be worried about all that. All right. Whoa, I'm over here. Let's go over there. So there's that. Wonderful. Now I'm going to make the gameplay stuff. So when the game starts, we're going to want some messages to let the player know what's going on. We're going to say, get in the door. It's kind of confusing because like why are you running late? Are we running late? Like, why don't you just go in the door before it closes? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, really, we want to say... Really, we want to say... Run to the... You're late! Make the door... Get in... Get in! Exclamation point. A little confusing. I'm gonna make this big text. Get in. I'm gonna make this less big text. Before it's too late. Get in before it's too late. This is very confusing. Before it's too late. Well, I have an idea. We'll put another message after this. I'm going to say ... as one does. Let's make this a little smaller. And that's our instructions. Let's make it look less ugly. It's still going to be ugly, but maybe we can make it a bit less ugly. Barely. Hardly. Okay, so as the game starts, it's going to give us this. Nope, don't put that in the scene, please. I want this to be a big gadget so I can read it. We're going to say, get in before it's too late, but then we also want a second message that says, you're late. You're running late. This is a lot of words. You're running late. Press. You're running late. Let's just start with that. And then I'm going to say, press X before, press X when you hear the beep. Press X when you hear the beep. All right, that's what we'll type. When you hear the beep. When you hear the beep, you're in trouble unless you make it. Press X when you hear the beep. Okay. And then let's move this down here. Don't need this to be so chunky. All right, just a little slimmer. This is not the most important information, so I'll make that a little smaller. You're running late. Press X when you hear beep. When you hear the beep. The beep. All right, so that can just be there. So we're going to have it start out with that message, that first message. I'm going to have this play. We're going to turn it off after 1.5 seconds. So I'm going to power on our message. We could make it a little fancy. We definitely don't have time to be fancy, but oh well. Yeah. So then I'm going to have a little fade. We don't need it to fade in, just out. I'm going to plug this into the text and the background and all of that visibility situationing. And we'll say that let's actually do this here, so that way it'll be a full signal, and then when this timer ends, it'll turn off the message. All right, so there's that. That's our start, and then I'm gonna also have that turn on our bottom message. So then we'll get all the details about how to play this game. Okay, plugging all this in. 20 minutes. We're at 20 minutes. If you're joining with us, God us help you. I have a feeling it might just be me today, though, which is fine. Okay, let's plug this up. Looking good. And then that'll be doing the opposite. Get in before it's too late. You're running late, press X when you hear the beep. So we need somebody getting inside. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. So we're just gonna use, I'm gonna lock that platform down right now. I've been moving that like nobody's business. So I'm gonna just put in a little default character here, not a special thing. Oh, maybe a little big? Yeah, that's right. That's the way it's gonna be. So we're gonna try that. I know it's never good to resize a puppet like that, but well, here we go. Risks be taken. Let's do a possession recorder. If it doesn't mind. There we go. Oh, what? What? Did we fall through? Okay, don't fall through, please. Oh dear. Oh my dear. Nice. Great. Nice. Could have joined, but you did it because you had no idea what to do. You know, I understand that. And you know, honestly, if you were to make something and it wasn't on theme, like, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad. Like, whatever. Like, it's just a prompt. You know, it's just to get you started. But understandable. Maybe next time. Hey, you know what? If you're not ready, then you're not ready, and I respect that. We always keep a normal puppet for puppet-sized situations. You know, sometimes we just have to go against what is normal. And like, no, you can't fly. You can't fly in there, buddy. I need your procedural animation right now. Right now. All right, that works. Nice. Great, I love it. Okay, so that works. It takes a second for it to happen, but that's all right. So that'll be when we do it correctly, that's gonna come through. Now, where do we look? We don't look. Oh, no. Do not be possessed in this puppet, please. Excuse me. No. Don't do that. Don't you dare. All right, there we go. So it looks like we are just out of frame, which is good. That would be weird if we were in frame. And so we're waiting for the beep, right? And let's see. And so, yeah, so I guess we need to have a good signal in mind for when the beep is going to happen. So how are we going to do that? So if the game, so we kind of want it to be random, right? Because you don't want it to be the same every time. Otherwise, it's going to be too predictable. So we're going to need some randomness with how long it takes for that to happen. I guess I have to get in the warm up for these jams and practice letting ideas flow quick. Yeah. You're one to take forever just thinking of concepts. Dude, I totally am with you. That's why doing this has helped me. And it's like, look, you might not be proud of yourself. Like, you might be afraid that you're not going to be proud of yourself, but just trying is going to be good practice for getting quicker. And it's not important to get quick, but I find it does help when I'm making games to have in mind how all the pieces from start to finish would go. You know, concept, designing it, thinking of the mechanics, setting up the instructions, and like pulling it together. Like all of that has really helped me when I am taking a long time for concepts, which is fine, you know, to take time. You know, this hurrying up for me is just a way to like quickly just like aggressively sort of train my brain to arrange all of those pieces. But it's you know, it's counter to the way I would prefer to make a game, but something about that helps me be better, I think. But you know, that's just me. Let me know what I can do to help you feel more confident. Like I want this to help people, you know, as well as be fun to watch. Always be proud of yourself after finishing awesome game / elements. Yes, Frank. Yes. Heck yes. All right. Right. So randomization. So if I want to say, we could say it could either be 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second. Let's say it could be up to 6 seconds. So I'm going to add 7 of these, right? Because, well, then there's going to be a 0, which isn't great. Well, we could just have 0 be another 1, which is a quick one. So let's do that. So what's going to happen is this is going to output a number between 0 and 5 or 6. It should be 6. It's going to output a number between 0 and 6. We're going to make sure that the 0 outputs a 1. So it's not 0 seconds. Although even 1 sounds like a little too short. So I think I'll do 3 as the shortest. Yeah, it just sounds too short. So we'll say that if it lands on, or if it's, okay, so if it's either 0, or rather, let's just say if it's less than 2, then I want you to, so we're going to come from this signal right here, which says 255 right now, but it'll change that to something else. Why are we not seeing, are we sure we're at 7? Yeah, okay. I just wasn't seeing any 6s. So if it's less than 3, then I want you, or less than, is that what we said? Less than 3? Less than 3. If it's less than 3, then we want you to send out a, you know, whatever this is, which is a 3. If it's less than 3, send out 3. Okay, so I'm going to get a signal here. That's going to put out that, and then we're going to put out all of this. So that's going to output a number. Right now it's 3, there it's 6, 4, 3. I think we can go higher than that. Yeah, I think we can go higher. I think we can just go all the way. I think that'll be fine. All right, so we don't know how long it's going to be. And then we need a timer that's going to go off, right? So we want the timer to actually be the length of that. So I'm going to put this right in there. So there it's 4, 4, 7, 6. You don't know which one it's going to be. All right. And when that goes off, then we're going to close the door. All right. So we start the game. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We got a lot happening here. So we don't want any of this to begin until the instructions are off the screen. Or at least the initial lore building is off. You think it's just a me thing? Yeah, I'm sure. You know what? Take your time. Take your time. And I hear you. I hear you. I'm still here to help and support you however I can. But yeah, you know, I'll still be here doing this every week for the foreseeable future. So, you know, you got time. You got time. We got Sheik in the house. Welcome, friend. How you been, Sheik? Hope you're doing all right. I got 10 minutes left to pull this impulse control jam together. We're doing games inside and outside of Dreams. I only got 10 minutes left, but you can use the itch.io link to submit games from outside of Dreams. We are not just doing Dreams anymore. But today, I am doing Dreams. I am doing Dreams. But we only got 10 minutes left, so, spare yourself. All right. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing well. I am doing well. Thanks for asking. I am doing well. Okay, for real though. So this needs to only come on when the time is up. I'm actually gonna say, let's go a little bit after this, so that way we get a little time to take a breath. Yeah, just another 1.5 seconds. So there's always gonna be 1.5 seconds. Okay, so then the game starts. All right, so we're sitting here. We don't want this to happen either, unless you press it. So actually, we need to get our controller sensor in here so we can sense the controls when we press the button. So let's do that. Hey, I didn't mean to click on that. Go away. Go away. Okay, there we go. All right, so I hate when that happens. If you're a dreamer, I know you've had that happen. All right, so I'm gonna have X. Let's say we want it to. So we need it to be. We need to know not just when the ding dong starts, but when it's too late. I'm gonna say when the door. I'm gonna say. I mean, look. Let's close the door and see what happens if the puppet tries to go in. That puppet will try to go in. Oh. Okay. Cheater, little cheater puppet. Don't do that. So, okay, so that's not helpful. So I want to say, so this takes 1.1 seconds, right? And then we do have this timer. We do have this timer that goes off, not that one. Where's the other one? This one. So we're going to say you have 0.8 seconds. So I'm going to get a rounding calculator, which is just going to check if we got 10 minutes left. Oh my gosh, which is less than 10 minutes. Be realistic. So it's going to say that if this is not finished, you're just going to have to trust me if this makes sense. So when this timer is done, this 0.8 second timer after the door starts closing. So what this logic is gonna do is it's gonna give us a signal until the player can't press X anymore to still win. So you'll see that this is gonna be solid. That section right there is the time they have to press it. Right there. That's the time they have to press it. So we're gonna say from the X button, I'm just gonna hook up the X button into that signal. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we need to make sure this is available to press. So now we don't want spamming, right? So if you press it once, you blow your chance. Like you can only press it one time. So we do have to make sure that that is in place. So I'm gonna say, that our signal, our button pressing cannot happen but once. And I guess we need like a fail, like you pressed it too soon. So like something like that. So if you press this, wait, what's this? Oh, right, so put this in here. This state machine is gonna keep it on. This A state is gonna keep it open, right? As soon as you press it, it's gonna close it. I will say, where? Why is my signal not going through? Oh, we need to put it through like this. Okay. And then when this goes to the B state, I'll know we did it right. So if I press it too soon, I'm spamming it right now, but this isn't going to the B state, which means I'm losing. But if I wait for the moment, I gotta say, that's kind of a long time. It's a little too generous. It's a little too easy. I'm gonna keep it real. It's too easy! It's too easy. I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it less than 0.8 seconds. It's too easy. That was not hard at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say whatever it is that's triggering this one, trigger this one, and instead of 0.8 seconds, you're only gonna get 0.4 seconds or something. All right? So then we're gonna take this logic that we did here, and we're just gonna convert it from the other timer to this new timer. Oh, we don't have a lot of time. We got 5 minutes, basically. Basically 5 minutes, pretty much. Okay, so then this needs to be coming from here. Okay, so now, so it's a much shorter time. So if this goes to the B state, that means I did it right. Spamming, I'm spamming, no good. Ooh, I missed it. Oh, it's tough. If I press it as soon as I hear it. So there's, I don't want it to be too soon though. So I'm also gonna say it should start a little sooner too. So where's the bing bong? We really want it to be fair and say as soon as we hear the bing bong. Where's the bing bong? It's here. So whenever this plays, this is a little confusing. Whenever this starts playing, between here and this other signal is when we want it to do it. This is, it's confusing my brain a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, just a little bit. So this will crush that. I think that this makes sense. Gosh, I hope so. Oh, I really hope so. I wish my brain looked that neat right now, Frank. It looks a little mushier. So it's not, because that's going into that. So it actually needs to be like this. But not really. Oh, this is tricky. Oh, I don't know if I can figure this out in my brain in time. I mean, it's okay. Now we need, before I forget, we need to set, so we have that randomizer here. We need to actually put this. So this timer right here, when this is done, yes, that turns that on. Okay, that's correct. So the game starts, there that goes. Waiting for the beep. Oh, that was a long one. Ah! Oh god, that was hard! Okay. Nice. Okay. Let me do it late and see if we're still okay. So we'll hear the bing. See, that's too late. That's too late. So I'm actually gonna make this even shorter. Hopefully that's working correctly. Okay, so that's still available to press, which it needs to not be. So we need this to cancel out any possibility, all right, that a signal gets through. There needs to be no possibility. We have 3 minutes. Oh, shoot. So that going in here and that goes there. Okay, let me see this. Too soon, we blew it. We gotta wait. I tried to do it late, but it still worked. I think it needs to be more punishing. I think it needs to be more punishing. I think you have 0.1 second, and that's it. All right, so this should be good. So we have one more thing we gotta figure out here. We need to figure out when you fail. So if you hit this too soon and you didn't hit it at the right time, then you lose. Oh man, this is tough. So I'm gonna say, where's our initial message? Oh god, 2 minutes. Oh, I hate this. Okay. You're running late, get in. Okay, this one. So we're gonna say, too soon. Oh god, I'm just nervous. I'm not actually gonna be able to parse out the difference between too soon or not. Okay, so too soon is if this one comes on, if you turn it on here. Well, what we have to do is we have to say that once it's not too soon anymore. So I'm going to actually put another state on here. And basically, it's going to be when this signal comes in, then it's not too soon anymore. So now you can't do it too soon. So if you get to the B state and it wasn't too soon, then you win. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Good job. Good job. Good job. Or you made it. You made it. 1 minute remains. Oh my gosh, if you're joining us, good luck, because I don't even know if I'm going to need an extension this time. I don't know. I actually don't know, though. I really don't know, though. Oh, man. All right. Oh, and then we need the animation to play as well. Whenever you press X, whatever you do. It doesn't matter whether you make it or not. We also need a reset. We also need a reset. We don't have a reset. That's just gonna have to be the way it is. If we press it, where's the animation? I lost the animation. I lost our animation. Where'd the animation go? It's over here. So if you press it, then the animation happens. All right, so I should be able to press it right away. Animation plays. Too soon. That doesn't make sense. That should only be if you make it or you're too late. Oh god, time is up. Oh god. Wait, let me just make a too late. Let me just make a too late. All right? I don't want to use a time extension. I really don't. All right, we have to be real with ourselves. 5 extra minutes. I don't want to use that 5 minutes. All right? I don't. So I'm going to say too late if what? So if it's not too soon, so if this goes off and you press it, but it's still on A, right? So if it didn't time right and this, then it's too late. That's when it's too late, is right there. All right, and then no matter what happens, we want it to reset so that way you can play it again. And I'm gonna make this 2.6 seconds, and whatever happens, so whichever one of these comes on, I'm gonna get a unifying signal here for all of these. What's up, Danny Kaka? How you doing? I got a short extension. I don't think it's gonna be a full 5-minute extension, but it's a little bit. Hope you're doing great, Danny Kaka. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for saying hello. Let's fire this, and then that's gonna take that long, and then we're gonna reset the scene so you can try again, and you're gonna know that you did something cool. You should always add an hour extra for daylight savings. What? What? Wait. Daylight savings? Wait. What? Okay, let's reset it. Let's reset it. So this goes here. What does that mean? I mean, so wait. What? Okay, so here's this. Okay, but don't run right away. What are you doing? Stop running. I think that's because of the X button, right? The X, no, it's nothing is. Oh, right. So we want to say, so if you press X, not too soon, only if you made it or too late. That's the only time. We also don't want the you made it signal to be, we don't want this to like block us. We want to see us running in there also. So let's make sure we do that. Okay. Get in before it's too late. Too soon. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see if it resets. All right, so reset. We're waiting. Too late. Oh, fuck you. Oh, okay. Excuse my language. I just yelled. No! Oh, right, we gotta see if we can actually win. Can we win? I made it! I did. It doesn't make it. Oh man. So what we need is we still have 2 minutes technically. We need it to start running so we need it to assume that it's going to make it and then not make it. Wow. Okay. So then what we need is, I would say, as soon as the beeping sound happens, then we start running, basically. I can't believe this worked. Okay, so I can, but I can't. So then this needs to trigger the animation, right? All right. But we also want that to not trigger the animation if it's too late. So we need to say, like, don't actually play it if you're late. But how do we stop it? We'll destroy it. You'll destroy it is what you'll do. What you'll do is you'll destroy it. You'll blow it up into a million pieces, which doesn't make a lot of sense. You kind of need another puppet for that. I'm going to keep it real. You need another puppet for that. So for this one, we're going to, oh, you can't get rid of it from one of the, man, that's silly. I don't have time to record another one. So, okay, so yeah, if you're late, you don't get to see yourself run in there. That's your punishment, is you don't get to see our awesome animation. So, so if you don't make it, or how do we know when the time is passed? Well, when this timer is up, when the timer that you have right here, when this timer is up, then you know it's too late. And so then destroy the character. That should work. That should work. I think we did it. I think we made it. Get in before it's too late. Okay, we're gonna be too late on purpose. Too late. No puppet? No puppet. Nice. Get in before it's too late. Let's go early. Too soon! Yes! Ah! That was tough. Okay, the animation did not play, I will say. So that's just the way it is. There just is no animation, right? Oh, I hate that. I really wanted there to be an animation. I think it's still, oh, because it's still destroying itself. So we need to say that if you make it, it doesn't destroy itself. Wow. So then we have to actually have this come out of here. Okay, this is the last thing, for real. Super last thing, y'all. Super, super last thing. And so if you make it, it should work. All right, so here we go. I just want to see, we're fine. We did it. All right, but I just want to see if it'll run into the door. I made it. It doesn't make it in time, but technically, I feel like we did it, y'all. Now, did anyone else join us? I don't know. I have a feeling that's a negative. I have a feeling that that's a negative, but I will check just to see. I'm proud of myself. I want to see it again. See if we did it. I'm so proud of myself. It's still not fast enough. It's gonna be so fast. It's gonna be, we don't need 2 of these anymore, but I don't remember which one's the right one. And I ain't got time to think about it. Here we go. 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 This is legit. Oh, fuck! Sorry, language. Sorry. 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 Okay. I made it. It plays multiple times. All right. I am just pushing it at this point. Because you know what? It's already a game, so I don't feel that upset about it. Oh man, sweet. Let's save it. Yes. Okay, so this is Catch the train. Catch the train. I'm not even gonna get more complex than that here. Not gonna get more complex than that. Catch the train. That's the game. You can play it right now on Dreams. Look me up, LYZURLY. It's real. It's a real game. Ah! Okay, it's fine. Look. Now look. It's fine. And I also am proud when I don't make a game. I'm still proud of myself in those instances. But it's nice to see. And you know what I'm proud of myself especially for is that I recognized what last time slowed me down. Last time, what slowed me down was not coming up with the concept for what the game would be before I started working on it. So I started designing what it would look like, you know, but I didn't actually have the idea for the gameplay yet. And that, I always fail when I do that. But this time, I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna think about what the gameplay is gonna be, and then I'll start making it. And I really think that's why I succeeded. And I'm proud of myself for that. So yes, I don't know. Yeah, good game indeed. Yes, good game indeed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's check out my shares and see if anybody else joined us. Totally learning from past attempts. We have, oh, yo! We got from Donnie the Dingo. Cookies for Lee's. Let's go! All right, so we got one submission there. Let's go check on Itch so we can see what everything is. Oh, I'm excited. All right, let me look to see if we got any submissions over here. That's the old one. Yeah, I think that's the last one. I don't think that's this one. Oh, it is this one. Oh, no, it's this one. This is the right one. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I'm not sure. How could I tell last time? Game Jams. Okay, no. So we don't have any submissions for this one. That's fine. All right. Donnie the Dingo. Let's see what you came up with in 1 hour. Cookies for Lee's. Didn't get done. Just eat the cookies. Oh, that's familiar. No, I relate to not getting these things done. Same, yeah, Brown, like, man, I feel you. But I hope you still felt like you learned something. I'd be interested to know what value you still felt you got out of it. Anyway, Cookies for Lee's by Donnie the Dingo. Wow. We got vibes, we got music. Oh, and they're like, some of them are lit up and some of them aren't. Now it says just eat them. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me get over here. Oh, so you can't eat the plate. You just gotta click on these. Now I wonder what it was. You feel the value. That's all that matters. So wait, so what was the game supposed to be? What was your idea? I mean, you've got a concept. We've got some sound. We've got some like twinkling, right? You've got these cookies laid out, and you've got a pile of cookies. And then some of these cookies, let me do they change if I restart it? Okay, they're the same. Some of these are like brighter. Yeah, maybe it's like a different type of cookie. And then this one is just like, oh wait, they went away. Hold on a minute. That cookie disappeared. I didn't click on that. So some of them, it seems like at least that one disappears. Just timing and emitters. I'm glad you feel the value. I have to say, I mean, as a table of cookies that you can eat, like, this does it. This conveys the wait, the music stopped when I clicked on them too. Not that one. It's getting quieter. So it's like each cookie has its own sound effect on it, actually. Which is kind of interesting. Oh, the lit up ones. have the sound on it. That's pretty cool. Now, maybe that was like a Kitbash asset, which is legit. No, you put that in there. You wired that up that way. You had a vision. We might not get Donnie to reveal to us what that vision was, but you had a vision here. If we stop eating cookies, it will get louder. That's it. Like, it's the opposite of impulse control, but it is. You need to learn to eat your cookies. Eat your cookies. Because it's annoying everybody. I mean, this is interactive. Like, you set it up to be interactive. And, like I said, we might not know what Donnie's intentions were. But, I also have to say, I'm very impressed that it is interactive. You know, this is the first time that you've at least done RJam. So welcome, well done. Congratulations for putting something together that's interactive like this. You know, some folks, you know, don't get this far, and that's fine. But I hope you're proud of yourself for that. Oh, we do have some information from Donnie. Donnie says there's supposed to be more cookies that appear over time, and you decide when you've had enough. Nice. Well then, I mean, it kind of is that, though. Like, it kind of is that. I could decide right now that I've had enough. I could just say, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. And then the sound effects are rewarding me. They're saying, yay, you're not eating more. Yay, you're not eating more. And that's why only one of them doesn't make sound. Because this one, it's okay to eat. You don't get punished with losing the affirming sound effect. Oh, this sound effect. Oh, it feels so good. You know what I'd hate is to lose the feeling that I have from this sound effect. That would be a pity. All right? I would hate that. So I'm just going to eat this one cookie, and I get to enjoy the wonderful sound effect. If I don't have impulse control, the topic of our jam, then I'm going to lose out on this wonderful sound effect. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have the control. I gotta eat them. I gotta eat them. Where's the sound? Where'd the sound go? Why don't I have the sound? I didn't have impulse control. Game, that's a game. Donnie says, use too much time and start losing them too. Ooh. Whoa, right, because I saw that this one would like disappear. So it's like you have to pace yourself just right. Because other people don't have the impulse control and they're gonna start eating those cookies. So maybe you should have to fight those people and beat them up and get them to not be capable of getting the cookies. That way, you can control their impulses. I think that is reasonable. I see where you're going with it. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. Awesome job, Donnie. Yo, this is cool. Thank you for participating. I'm really excited that you did. Yeah, I do. I do this every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. You can do it in Dreams or you can do it outside of Dreams. I put this up on itch.io and you just click on Join Jam and then you can submit your project and you can upload an exe file. You can put in a URL for a WebGL deploy. Whatever it is, all of it is acceptable. And we'll play it right here. We'll check it out. And every week we keep coming back and we keep doing it no matter what. That's the way it goes. Thank you to everybody who came through. I hope you had fun. If you did, I hope you'll consider leaving a thumbs up because it helps a lot. It makes a big difference. It's really, really helpful. A big thank you to the patrons who support Hyper Game Dev. Thank you so much for all of that. And I also hope you'll consider subscribing, not just leaving a thumbs up, but also subscribing. If you click the bell icon, you'll actually find out exactly when Hyper Game Dev goes live next. And I do wish you the best, and thank you again so much for watching. Goodbye, y'all.